When will your avoidant ex feel the same pain that they've caused you? I think this is a very valid question that a lot of people have when they go through a relationship with an avoidant and they experience a breakup, because typically there tends to be a lot of emotional damage that comes from being in a relationship with that avoidant, right? You have gone such a very long time through an emotional roller coaster where days it seems like things were working out, you guys were finally getting somewhere, and then out of nowhere they've pulled away, or in a lot of cases they may have even verbally expressed to you how you are the main problem and how you're being too needy and too close, and that's why they keep pulling away. And when you go through something like this over a long period of time, it can do some real emotional damage to you, because here you are just trying to show your love, trying to express it in the only way that you know, and they're having such a negative reaction to this, and you have no real reason why. And this is very disheartening to you for so many different reasons, especially when they are the ones telling you that you are the problem. So by the time you end up getting out of the relationship with this person, you have had a lot of pain, and even after that you feel even more pain, because either you are grieving the relationship ending, or you're in pain for allowing yourself to go through something like this and not being able to get out of it any sooner. And what makes this even harder to stomach is that they're out there thriving, right? They're out there living their lives, they're acting as if nothing has happened, and they're acting as if they played zero role into why this relationship didn't work and why you are in pain from this. So it is only natural for you to want to know when this person is going to feel that pain, because you've never really seen it, right? They never really take it seriously. They never have the same reactions when there's a threat of losing you in their life. They just seem to just be fine with it and they just move on. And the most important thing that you have to understand here is that, one, this is a facade, right? This is how they're always going to want to portray themselves. They're always going to want to show that they're not bothered by things, that they're this rock, and there's nothing that's going to cause them to feel vulnerable or shaken emotionally. And the second thing is that they tend to do this to distract themselves from the real emotions that they're actually experiencing. And that is, there is some form of pain that they're experiencing, right? Because you were great to them. You were the best things that has happened to them in a very long time, right? You were there for them, you cared for them in so many different ways that they've never experienced for someone, and they essentially are going to naturally have a reaction to that. But they use this way of acting like nothing's wrong to, again, not only convince the outside world that they're fine, but this also acts as a distraction. But someone can only go so long with doing this before they're going to have to confront the real emotions, because if they're not, it's only going to morph into something bigger. So they are going to essentially have to confront the sadness or whatever that negative emotion that there is that they're avoiding. They are going to have to feel it at some point in time. But the most important thing that I want you to understand and hopefully take away from this video is that you are never going to really know the effect of losing someone great like you is going to be to them, or if they're going to even feel the same pain that you ended up experiencing. And I know that this might sound disheartening, because there is a part of you that wants them to share this pain for different reasons. Maybe there's a part of you that wants to share that pain because it actually shows that they genuinely cared about the relationship and actually had real feelings for you. And also there's a part of you that probably is frustrated that you are in pain, especially because they were the main reason that contributed to you to feel that way in the first place. And although these feelings are valid, you have to let go of this, because you cannot control this. There is nothing that you are going to do that's going to make them feel the pain that you have felt, because you are feeling it on a whole other level. And even if you could find a way to do that, they are never going to tell you, right? You could barely get them to tell you that they loved you, or even open up about positive feelings that they're feeling when they were in the relationship with you. Never mind something like this, right? They feel like they are going to lose control if they give you that insight, if they allow for you to see that vulnerability. That is very, very uncomfortable to them, and this is the last thing out of everything that they want to do here. So although the way you feel, again, is valid, I need you to really focus on yourself and working through that pain that you have. I know that it's hard doing this alone. I know that it is very deep and it's probably going to take some time for you to process this, but it is so valuable for you to not focus on that and thinking about ways that you can get this person to feel that pain, because in all honesty, you are wasting your time. But what is not wasting your time is prioritizing yourself and figuring out what you need to do to heal and move on from this. And if you feel like this is too much for you to do on your own, please reach out for professional help to help you with a therapist or even a friend that you feel like is going to help you to talk these things through. Whatever it is that you need to do, it is so important that you do it. Don't push this off and think that you can just kick this can down the road and figure it out, because it is only going to get worse. A lot of times you end up going a lot longer in the pain and the negative emotions, and it will morph into something that is a lot bigger than what it needs to be. But the moment you prioritize yourself, that is the best thing that you can do here. And the more that you commit to this each and every day, I promise you it will get easier and easier. And before you know it, you will be moved on, healed, and thriving in a whole new relationship. I hope you did enjoy today's video. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.